Hey guys, welcome back for part 2 of my little project I'm working on, and we're gonna see how this worked out. All right, so we put this on for cover to keep a little bit of the heat in, keep the dust out. So let's see how it turned out, and let's get her out of the mold. So as you can see, I got little air bubbles here that come up out of the wood, but that's okay because we're gonna plane and sand that all off. It looks like she's gonna come right out. Awesome. Looks kind of neat. Little swirlies here. Let's take her over the planer and see how well that comes off the top. So, we've got her planed down, and most of it's sanded. I didn't want to bore y'all with sanding. So we figure I'll finish this up. And then I'm going to take a little bit of epoxy and just put on the wood here. Kind of battle some of the air bubbles when we do the flood coat. But I think we'll do the flood coat tomorrow night because it's already, we're down to 53 degrees out here, and I don't think the epoxy will like that. So let's finish this up. So I got me just a little bit of epoxy mixed up here. And I've got my heating mat on here. I'll warm that up a little bit. I'm not too worried about that. But I'm going to paint this, just try to keep it just on the wood spots here. And like I said, we'll heat it up, get all the bubbles out of it and let it set. And then we'll do the actual flood coat tomorrow. And then we won't have all the bubbles come up out of the wood. Well, let's hope it works that way anyway.
Maybe a good idea, maybe a bad idea, but at least it's your idea.
Right? And if it doesn't work, we know not to try it again. Might work better if I have both hands free. At least my extra hand free. And one little corner there. Did I miss any?
Don't think so.
Oh. Well, let's see if we can get these bubbles out. Let that epoxy sink in there. And if we do a light sand tomorrow, and at least seal up most of that. Look at all that's coming out. So we might. At least that epoxy will sink down into the wood pores. I hope.
Well, it should since it's in grain.
Right. I think that probably is enough. Like I said, that's soaking that up pretty good. And as you can see, that's going to be clear once we get the flood coat on there. I think it'll look pretty neat. Like I said, just random shapes, but hey, this is great practice. And I'm just use scraps, so I'm not out nothing. Well, except for the epoxy, but hey, I got to learn somewhere.
So I think in the meantime, we'll just sit here and keep popping bubbles, and we'll bring you all back when we're ready to do the flake coat tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Stand by.
Hey guys, we're back out in the shop. Day 2, day 3. I lost track. Anyway, yesterday we put on a thin coat on here. It didn't work out so good. When you don't mix your epoxy exactly perfect, it gets really gummy and yucky, and we had to run this through the planer and get all that top load off. So we're going to start from scratch. Get my rubber gloves on, and we're going to go over here, and I've already got my new batch, Promise Epoxy, mixed up. Since I'm going to actually have my hands in it this time, I'm going to put my gloves on. So we've sanded off. Blowed out all the dust. Got my rubber mat down below. I'm going to pour this on. So I said it's very, very important to always measure exactly, always stir very good. Because, yeah, if they don't mix properly, it's not going to work out. All right. that over out of the way. And we're going to smooth this out over the whole thing. So if I do have any little nicks and spots like this, it's going to run down in and fill those in. And we're going to make sure our sides are coated. And yes, it's going to run off, therefore the silicone mat. I get everywhere coated.
I think so.
You really can feel it. Go all the way around. Like I said, make sure we get everything.
It's amazing how that top coat made it come back to life, though.
All right, get my gloves off here. Make sure I don't have any dust floating on my torch here. I'm gonna torch out these bubbles. Yeah, hopefully some of that epoxy stayed down into the wood, but I'm not gonna guarantee it. So,
She's on bubble popping patrol for a little bit now.
and find me a clean stick because it looks like there's something right there.
So we'll bring you all back here after a bit, and after this kind of sits up a little bit, and see how she looks.
So hey guys, I'm back out in the shop, and yeah, I've had an epoxy fail. Don't walk away when there's still a chance there's gonna be air bubbles, but you never know. So like I said, air bubbles still come to the top, but who knows? Maybe I'll make a clock and hang up here in the shop or something, or, you know, one day take the time, sand it all off, start again. But you never know. You don't know till you keep trying. Y'all have a great day.